Mason team. I mean, really good George Mason, a top-tier Atlantic 10 team, and we knew that going in. A lot of respect for their program. Obviously, the game last year, going up there, so it was nice to be able to come out with the victory today. But here's more than anything, that was a high-level college basketball game both ways for 50 minutes. Both teams competing at a very high physical level to the very end, literally to the final buzzer with the loose ball, and just got a lot of respect for them and very proud of our guys.
RJ, just what can you say about battling through the cramps and Cam too? Like, you guys both out there fighting through some pain.
It was more toughness than anything. It was a tense game. I would say pretty hot in there. Shout out to the fans though, and I would say those are the type of games that you want to play in, like the high atmosphere and with the fans yelling, having a great time. So I would say, with me cramping up, I trust my guys. I trust every last one of them. So shout out to them.
Those 5-10 minutes, like what's kind of your mindset on the sideline trying to get back in the game, knowing that they're gonna?
It wasn't me on the sideline. I wasn't worried about nothing because I trust those guys. Like we got guys Cam, Jay Shane played a heck of a game. He had 11 points and 5 steals. That's the type of work that that's the type of numbers that we need to have. And Jordan Grab, he has a double as well. So shout out to them.
Coach, with this team this year, it seems that the team is way more aggressive on both sides of the ball. Is that something you put an emphasis on this year?
There's definitely an emphasis on it. That's who we want to be. And, again, personnel will always dictate a little bit as a coach what you can do. Every coach has a philosophy that they want to be about. And we have a very distinct philosophy on who we want to be. Personnel, sometimes, lineups, sometimes, foul trouble, things like that will always dictate. But this is who we want to be. And we said it, and through 2 scrimmages and 4 games now, it's how we've played every game. And you know what? We've played 4 completely different style ball clubs in the first 4 games. That's really good for us, but we haven't changed what we've done. Now, does that mean it will look like that every minute of every game? And does that mean that? No, of course not, because you have to make adjustments, and we made certain adjustments today. Obviously, that might not be noticeable to the naked eye, but the reality is you use the word aggressive, and we want to pressure, we want to guard full court, and we're going to continue to do that. And we're going to offensive rebound. And 24 offensive rebounds today and forcing 19 turnovers was the difference. It's why we had a chance to be fortunate enough to win.
Coach, I think it happened twice in that second overtime where you guys missed the second end of the free throw and then ended up with the possession. I mean, just how important was that just kind of in the scope of that game?
Yeah, those are those offensive rebounds. And he got one of the huge ones. And you'd see there's no way he's going to go get it, and he goes and gets it. And again, that's part of what we want to be the identity. It doesn't always go that way. And then on the flip side, they're an elite offensive rebounding team. That team was in the top 35 or 40 in the country coming in terms of offensive rebound percentage. I mean, they're really, really good. And we had a huge emphasis that we had to not allow offensive rebounds. They put 2 bigs in. I thought it was a great move by their coach to put 2 bigs in, and they got a big offensive rebound. But to be able to keep it at 11 offensive rebounds, that was big. I thought our guys stepped up and really tried to execute what they knew was important.
RJ, early in the second half, you guys were really struggling. Despite getting good looks, the shots just weren't falling. Did you have to tell anything to the guys, hey, don't worry about it? Or just because it didn't seem like the demeanor changed offensively and then they fell at the end?
Stay aggressive, keep shooting. They're going to drop. We're going to go get it and get the offensive rebound. And we're going to get it out of there. I got a whole lot of faith in what Coach say and my teammates.
RJ, how about when you're going into overtime, when you're going into double overtime, what are you and the guys saying in the huddle before those periods as the game extends?
Well, those moments right there, we practice those moments at practice. So I would say we already knew, like we ain't showing no fatigue or nothing like that. So I have faith in my guys.
Coach, you just mentioned no fatigue. Last week, or earlier in the week, you play a team who runs really fast. Today, you played a 50-minute basketball game, and I saw no fall-off from the opening tip to the final buzzer. How well do you think your team is conditioned? Are you content with it?
It's something that's a huge part of our philosophy. Again, that's something that we've worked on. We talk about it. We don't stop talking about it just because we're in season. We were talking about it during the game, and we talk about what we're conditioned for. And so that will never end. That's not going to end in November, December, or through conference play. We're going to always talk about that because we believe conditioning is a big piece of basketball.
Coach, especially in a double overtime game, I know you missed Travion's minutes, but what can you say about the way the guys around, the entire rotation stepped up?
I mean, so huge. I mean, that point is key because Travion's such a big piece of our ball club. Both what he does, excuse me, physically, mentally, his voice, his IQ, and his effort. Travion's one of. It would have been another guy out there playing as hard as he was playing, or Jay Shane, or Jordan Riley, or CJ, or any of the guys in terms of he's one of our leading offensive rebounders. So we were down him, but guys stepped up. Obviously, minutes went up. I thought Sear came in and battled when he was in there, but yeah, everyone had to step up, and that's why this is a team identity win. Team, the whole team, 1 through 16, in terms of what they did in practice for 2 days. We had overtime practices the last 2 days. In terms of how we practiced, it felt like overtime games. So that's what RJ alluded to. We were ready for, as long as we had to play, we were ready to keep playing.
Time for one more. Coach, what was the exchange with the George Mason bench? Any idea what kind of led to
Just intensity. I think just normal intensity that comes with the game like that. I think they're a great program. He's a great coach. Just normal intensity, players, coaches, nothing more.
All right. Thanks, guys.